Hello guys, so we are in some place here in Ukambani. We've just picked this Suzuki Escudo Allgrip from Mombasa, and the prices are for this Escudo are ranging from around 2.55 to 2.7 million, of course depending on the specification sheet. So we ran a pre-purchase assessment on this car. We check the mechanical element, the interior condition, and basically everything. So basically, if you want a small compact crossover that can do off-roading, I highly recommend the Suzuki Escudo. Of course, we know that Suzuki normally builds very strong cars, especially those very strong cars, especially in off-roading. You all know the legendary Jimny, and even the previous version of this car, which used to have a 2.4 liter or a 2.7 liter V6, it was a very good car in terms of off-roading. So if I was to get a Suzuki Escudo, I'll definitely buy something like this with Allgrip. Basically, the Allgrip means the engine or the gearbox distributes power to all the four wheels, meaning it will be a good car, especially in terms of off-roading. But if you normally live in places that are good and you don't go off-road, then you can purchase the two-wheel drive version, which is also cheaper than this one. But if you genuinely need something that can do slight off-roading, the Allgrip variant is the one to get. So this is a 1.6 liter natural aspirated petrol engine. The previous version used to have a 2.4 liter, but they revised because the previous one was a Guzzler. While it is a 1.6 liter, it has something that I'll say it's a good power to weight ratio, because this car has been made somewhat light and compact compared to the previous version. That's why actually you may not notice a power difference between this one and the previous 2.4 liter. Another thing is, this one has a 6-speed automatic gearbox, and the previous version used to have an archaic 4-speed gearbox. If you watched my video last week about the Toyota Mark II Grande, you know that this 6-speed gearbox will obviously give better fuel figures because it has, let me say, smoother transitions than the 4-speed automatic gearbox. When you're looking at this car, it is somewhat compact compared to the previous version because Suzuki wanted to shed some weight and improve on fuel consumption. So apart from the engine and the gearbox which were revised, you can check the body is somewhat compact. I like how it looks on this top here, which is a black top detail. It makes the car really stand out. The wheels here look pretty good. These are 16-inch wheels, and then there are some good finer details here. We have side mirror winkers, and then these are finishes here. So if you want something that can do slight off-roading, this is the car to get, because these cars are better off-roading acumen than the likes of a Honda Vezel, the likes of Mitsubishi RVR. The only car that competes with this car, I'll say pretty well, is the Subaru XV. So if you want to purchase a car either like this one or another crossover, you can actually shoot us a message and you commit us to get the right car for you. We scout and inspect and make sure we get you the right car that meets your specifications. So for instance, this car is going for 2.55 million to 2.7 million shillings. Cars at that price range, which are almost similar in size, will be something like the Subaru Impreza XV, Honda Vezel, and the Mitsubishi RVR. But if you think you want a bigger car than this one at 2.7 million shillings, you can even get into a Nissan X-Trail T32 series or a Mazda CX-5 diesel. So if that is if you want something bigger. But this is a car I'll highly recommend, especially in terms of off-roading capability and reliability. With a 1.6 liter natural aspirated petrol engine, it is a car that hardly breaks down. And then another thing you may want to learn about this car has a genuine 4-wheel drive system. By genuine, I mean you can actually lock the center differential, the 4-wheel, it has a 4-wheel drive locking selection, which basically means it has an edge over other crossovers, especially when it comes to off-roading. So if you want a compact crossover, this is something I can highly recommend. Something, of course, I'll be telling you about the fuel consumption of this car when I'll be completing the trip. So if you have any other question regarding this car, you can shoot us a message and let us know how we can help you go about your car ownership journey. So that is, say, if you want to purchase a car or you maybe want to make some inquiry, 026 Motoring is always open to those inquiries. And if you want to purchase a car, also shoot us a message, whether it's this Escudo or another car, we can actually help you go about that process. Alright, let's continue with this journey. I'll be writing a detailed and comprehensive review about this car.